Alright, let's rank every Quentin Tarantino film from worst to best. Just as a disclaimer, this is my personal opinion. It's not a definitive guide, and it's just going to be movies that Tarantino directed himself. Kill Bill is just going to be one movie. I know it's volume 1 and 2, but it's essentially one film. It was interesting to see the comments and opinions in the last ranking video that I made of David Lynch, his best films, his worst films. So I really appreciate that, guys, and that's the great thing about movies, that it just comes down to personal opinion. Tarantino said he just wanted to make 10 films and that was it. So I know he's just got one more film to make, then he's done, so I just thought, well, that could be a couple of years away, so let's just do this now. Coming in at number 9, we have Death Proof.
A new kind of terror is coming at 200 miles per hour.
Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino teamed up to do a Grindhouse special, Planet Terror and Death Proof. These films were okay, I didn't mind them. Death Proof to me feels like a made-for-TV type special, if you will.
I'm not a cowboy, Pam. I'm a stuntman.
Coming in at number 8 is The Hateful Eight.
They call him the Hangman.
Kurt Russell unfortunately sits back to back on these worst of Tarantino films, but that's not to say it has anything to do with his acting. I thought his performances in both films were great. The Hateful Eight has some great cinematography, but I just found the film itself not that entertaining.
Not a warning, not a question. A bullet.
At number 7 we have Django Unchained.
There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
I thought the best scenes in this film were definitely when Leonardo DiCaprio came into it. It's just not really one that I rushed to go and see again.
I'm simply a customer trying to conduct a transaction.
Last chance, fancy pants.
Oh, very well.
At number 6 we have Kill Bill.
He shot you in the head. There are consequences to breaking the heart of a killer.
I really enjoyed the performances in this film, especially from Michael Madsen, David Carradine. Uma Thurman was great in it. I did feel the film was stretched out just a tad little too long. Not as bad as like the Hobbit trilogy or anything, but by the time it got to the end of the second Kill Bill, I was just like, let's just kill Bill already. Coming in at number 5, we have Reservoir Dogs.
Why am I Mr. Pink?
Who cares what your name is?
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. You're Mr. White. You have a cool-sounding name.
This was Quentin Tarantino's first feature film as a director. You can really see the talent here in Tarantino's style of filmmaking, especially with the screenplay as well. The dialogue's witty and sharp, and there's a good few twists and turns in the film to keep you guessing. At number 4, we have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I'm Rick Dalton. It's my pleasure, Mr. Schwartz.
Call me Marvin. Put it there.
I really enjoyed this film. I thought the chemistry with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio was pretty good, and the story itself was quite fun to watch. The film has a bit of a lighter feel to it compared to a lot of other Tarantino films, except for the ending, of course. At number 3, we have Inglourious Basterds.
The bastards.
The Bastards.
Yes, because these Yanks have been them the devil.
That's about it.
I thought the cinematography in this film was fantastic. It's by Robert Richardson. He also did the cinematography for The Hateful Eight and Django Unchained. The performance by Christoph Waltz is top tier, and there's just many memorable scenes in the film.
So you're the Jew hunter.
That's a bingo.
Coming in at number 2, we have Jackie Brown.
If you had the chance to walk off a half-million dollars, would you take it?
Yeah.
I think Jackie Brown really captures the 70s grindhouse feel. It's got a great soundtrack. Pam Grier and Robert Forster are excellent. And I just think it's a simple yet effective Tarantino movie.
Who's playing who?
Let's make a deal.
Yeah? So what's she gonna give us? Are you gonna offer to set him up?
Yeah.
I thought doing something stupid.
And of course, at number 1 spot, we have Pulp Fiction. Usually I'm not a fan of the 3 or 4 story, non-linear, intertwining story structure, but Quentin Tarantino seems to pull it off here. Other movies like Love Actually or Crash, things like that, it just irritates me. I just think to myself, why have this structure for? Okay, what, you're trying to keep things interesting? Whenever I hear a movie that's got 3 stories that intertwine, it just irks me. But like I said, Tarantino does it well here. It's got a great cast, it's got a great soundtrack, many memorable scenes, and it's a movie you can go back and rewatch many times over. Even with Tarantino's last movie coming out, I don't think it will top Pulp Fiction. It's one of those films that kind of stand the test of time. Leave a comment. I know there's a lot of mad Quentin Tarantino fan buffs out there, so really interested to see your opinion on this one. Well, thanks for watching. See you next time. Oh, and if you want to have a bit more of a rank, you can go to these videos here. They're more ranking videos.